You are not great because of how you look or what you have. Remember. Hey. What's good? How you doing? Welcome to the Cloud Fam. This is going to be the first video on this channel. First of many, hopefully. You feel me? Welcome to Cloud King Collective Daily Inspo. Give it a round of applause for yourself for finding this channel. So, let's get into it. So, I was watching a YouTube video one day, and I had a shift in my brain. And I'm an artist. I'll get into that maybe down the line about drawing and music. But I just had a shift in my brain about creating art and showing it on the internet and just showing it in general. Because I'm very private with my art. And maybe if you're an artist, you know that. You know what I'm talking about in that sense. Because sometimes we just like to create in the dark. Create in the dark and don't show anybody, because to be real, we don't think it's up to a certain standard, or it's just not where we want it to be. I know if you're an artist, you know what I'm talking about. But who is that helping, honestly? I just came to the realization. Who is that helping? Nobody, not even me, because I can't get an outside perspective on something that might shift in my brain or shift in the process of me creating art or just creating anything in general. So my solution is to create this channel. This is going to be one of many channels that I've created, and I will be posting hopefully once a day on most of these channels, if not once a week on all of them. But for this channel, is to give you your daily dose of inspiration to either start your day or make your day better if it's not turning out so great. So with that being said, it could be poems, it could be my daily devotionals, it could be Bible verses that just stuck out to me the previous day. It could be one of the books that I'm reading, one of these books behind me that you see. But for today, I'm going to do, get it recentered here. For today, I'm going to read this part in this book called The Power of Becoming. And funny story, I actually got this book years ago, probably now, maybe 10 years ago when I was 17, 18, when I used to paint houses. I painted the author's house, and he gave me this book randomly. But at the time, I kind of just took it and was like, all right, I might read it, I might not. But the other day, I was just looking at my books, and this book stuck out to me. And I started reading it. And it's actually a very good book, and I'm glad he gave it to me. And I wish I would have read it then, because this man probably influenced a lot of good people. And maybe I would have asked questions when I was around him painting his house. You feel me? But luckily, he did bless me with this. He even signed it, which is nice. But out of this, I'm actually going to read a poem for today. It stuck out to me when I was reading this last night when I should have been sleeping. The poem is called The Indispensable Man. Sometimes when you're feeling important, sometimes when your ego is in bloom, sometimes when you take it for granted, sometimes the best qualified in the room, sometimes when you feel you're going, you would leave an unfillable hole. Just follow the simple instructions and see how it humbles your soul. Take a bucket, fill it with water, put your hand in it, up to the wrist, pull it out, and if there's a hole that's remaining, is a measure of how much you'll be missed. You may splash all you please when you enter. You can stir up the water galore, but stop and you'll find in a minute that it looks quite the same as before. The moral in this quaint example is to do just the best that you can. Be proud of yourself, but remember, there's no indispensable man. It's written by Anonymous too. But that's that just stuck out to me last night. And I had to share that with the world because some people might be feeling down in this moment. But you are part of the many. And many ones make up the many. So in the grand scheme of things, you are very important. And sometimes you just need to be reminded of that. Even if it's every day, or even if it's a couple times a week. But if you're ever feeling down, come back to this channel and you can get your pick-me-up. And I just want to leave you with this quote. I don't know if it's somebody's quote, but I thought of it. You are not great because of how you look or what you have. Remember, you're great because God created you. Nobody's like you. Remember that.